let's take a look inside. Beneath all this stuff here, we have some nice handy storage space. This car does have an all-wheel drive version, which I imagine robs all this space. If I put my camera here, I have cargo cover, so no one knows that I have a multi-$1,000 camera sitting in my trunk. Genius. It's got little pockets for all sorts of stuff, one on each side. You got some of the doors here. Got a hook up top here for hanging groceries, a port. I will eventually get a WeatherTech rubber mat for back here because the bags will slide all over the place. No bueno. Inside now, you press the brake, press the clutch, and then you flick this super cool switch. The switch on the left here. At this point my audio cut out, so I'm just gonna wing it. That switch there is the automatic turn on, turn off. When you release the clutch in neutral, it'll turn the car off, turn back on. You got traction control off, you got temperature control, dual climate. I don't know what I'm looking at now. What am I talking about? I'm probably just commenting on the plaid pads down there. I've got the USB port, the auxiliary port, got the port right there. Got the dash cam, right? It's plugged in the front there. I dragged it all along the interior of the car, which was difficult to do because Germans like to make things fit perfectly. But the fuse is blown for the back outlet, so I had to wire it to the front. But yeah, the back outlet's back here. But there's also vents in the back as well. One of them's a little floppy, but it's the little things. So with that circuit blown, wired it to the front. I'll eventually get back to it. I have no idea what I'm looking at now. Oh, storage. Yeah, so we got a shallow tray up top here, and below it we got a deeper tray. It's really nice. Got the electric parking brake. You push it to release, pull it to engage. Got the control center for the central console, and I've done a video on that as well. Alright, so I'm fumbling through the settings, and check this out. This is what the basic display is supposed to look like. If I do engine speed, it does this, and when I accelerate, it lights up over there. And I think if I max out my RPMs, it flashes over there. Then I got driving mode, which could be driving in green mode, or sport mode, which is red, and it gives me the rev limiter as well, or ambient lighting, where it just cruises through the rainbow. I can't believe it. There's so many options. Oh man, I like it. This one would be good at night, but I think I'll do engine speed just for everyday use. Touchpad. Oh, that's this right here. It's a touchpad. Speed. Warning at 6 miles per hour. What? I don't need a warning for speed. Driving excitement. Not sure what that is. I don't want daytime running lights. Welcome lights, sure. Ambient lighting, I'll keep that there. We've got various modes. Problem with the volume knob is the power line. The power sign lines up with it, so whatever direction you turn it, it turns the power icon as well, and it just looks weird. So it's just a minor thing, minor inconvenience. Got, yeah, this whole central display, whatever, glove box. I've got storage on either side. That's my trash can on the left. I've got light controls up front, fog lights there, and then we got automatic lights, daytime running lights, and headlights. That knob controls the interior lighting. Up front we have the media control, telephone on, off, whatever. We got cruise control on this side. It tells you when to shift gears and stuff. It'll also show green mode there and whatnot. This is the fuel gauge. It took me a while to figure out what that was, but the top is full, bottom is empty, obviously. Alright, what am I looking at next? That button thing changes the display sometimes. I still haven't quite figured out the logic behind it, but it is what it is. You can see I put 662 miles on it. When I test drove it, it was probably about 100,000 miles, so it's easy to keep track of how much I put on it. The lights up top, it's the same style with the switches, which I guess is with similar to airplanes, but you've got the lights for the interior. They flick around through the camera because they're LEDs, but in real life, via the human eye, they are a solid light. That controls the moonroof up top. We got left controls, right controls, a little excessive, honestly. So yeah, you just press and hold, Do it a couple times, eventually it'll go all the way down, seal up. You can vent it that way or vent it that way, and then you just keep pulling it, whatever, and eventually it'll go back all the way. In the back are the rear passenger lights. Same situation, press the button on and off, not rocket science. For the door panel, we have automatic windows, all 4 of them, which is nice. The window lock and whatnot. I don't know what that button does, but perhaps heats up the mirrors, I don't know. But the switch to the right of it controls either left or right mirror, and then you can change the direction with the toggle stick there. It's a 6-speed manual transmission. What's weird is reverse is next to first gear, so you have to go like all the way over to go up into reverse, and sometimes I'll accidentally go over when I want to go into first. I'll accidentally go all the way into reverse, so still something I gotta figure out. I think I'm talking about the plaid pads on the bottom again now. They're little rubber inserts, you can take them out and whatnot in case you spill something in there or whatever. Easy to clean. I put my E-ZPass over a chip that I have in the windshield, and I've mounted my GoPro Session mount to the corner there. We'll take a look at the chip from the outside. There it is right there. I didn't notice it when I got the car because that's where they had the price sticker up in the corner of the windshield there, so it was covering it. So I don't know if they're just being sneaky about that or if they honestly had no idea it was there. There are several dozen little microchips in the windshield as well, but apparently if it's not larger than a nickel, then it passes for inspection. Got various scratches and whatnot. I think at this point I'm going around the outside to show off the cosmetic damage. That's pretty much the only major one. And the POW sticker that you saw in the center console, I'll be putting that there. Make it look like a superhero punched it or whatever. Got the S badge for sport. Seems like a little generic. I feel like that's the same font all various brands of car use for their sport models. Well, there it is, my new ride. It's got a name too. I did a little poll on my social media. Winning name was Marilyn. Marilyn the Mini Cooper. It's like Marilyn Monroe. Got a lot of ventures ahead of us. And now we'll travel back in time to my personal insight when I first got it. I may repeat a couple things.